Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. I'm here with Rich Weiss. This is part 3 of our video series on the Las Vegas trustee sale. Rich, I want to sort of expose everybody to the timeline. So let's just say that someone has $100,000 on January 1st and they hand it to you and say, buy me a house. Take them through that timeline of what that would look like from the very beginning till the sale at the very end.
Well, they would hand us their money in cashier checks in different denominations. They would also give us a power of attorney, which allows us to use those checks down at the auction. Assuming we get lucky on the very first day, January 1st, and we actually do buy them a home on January 1st, you're looking at anywhere on average from a 60 to 90 day time frame from the time you purchase it to the time that you sell it and take your money back. What happens when we buy it and it's occupied? Well, we've got to get those people out. I mean, there's several ways to do it, and that also can affect the timeline. But the first way is knock on the door, introduce yourself, tell them, hey, we just bought the house, will you take cash for keys to leave? Because the quicker that person is out of the house, the quicker our rehab crews can get in there, rehab the house, and the quicker it's up on the market. Let's just assume it takes them 30 days to leave the house. Now it takes another week to clean the house. Takes another week to, by the time I put it up on the market, it takes another week or two to get a bite on the house and negotiate a contract, and then a 30-day close. So when it's occupied, usually around 90 days, could take longer, but if it's not, 60 days, even less.
What about repair time frames, like a traditional repair? Is that just something that's happening during the initial period, like as soon as you get access to the house? Do you analyze that?
Yeah, as soon as I get access to the house, I'm there with the painter, the carpet guy, whoever I need to fix that house up. We send the crew in there and we bang it out ASAP. Time is money.
What are the most common things? Because obviously you don't want to fix every single thing. You're just trying to get a return. So what are the best things to fix on one of these flips to get the best return?
Well, you got to do carpet and paint, or tile if the floor is tiles. The tiles need to be nice. The carpet needs to be clean. You need to change that. If you need to, the curtains, the window treatments, those need to look nice. Ceiling fans always help to sell the home. Just depends on the house. On a $50,000 house, we don't put granite in it. But on a $200,000, $300,000 house, yeah, there better be granite or that house isn't going to sell. So you need to spend the money.
And there's obviously an eye towards the most effective, like you don't just put super expensive stuff. You want to put quality stuff, but at the right price for all the repairs.
Exactly. You do the best you can for as cheap as you can. Again, you have to actually put in nice enough carpet that it passes the FHA inspections.
So there's people out there that, and they ask me this all the time, hey, I'm interested in doing this. Some of them have $100,000. Some of them have like 10 million. Okay, for those people, what is your availability to work with somebody? Like, do you have room? Because I know you have a lot of clients. You've bought 600 of these in the last 3 years for people. Okay, and what is your availability to take on like a potential new client in this process?
It's definitely limited. I mean, you can't sit there and take on $100 million down at the auction, since collectively we spend about $200 million. We spend about $70 million a month, $65 to $70 million a month collectively. So it's not like you can take on $50 million. So space is limited.
Okay. So if somebody is interested in going through this process or finding out more, what I'm going to tell them to do is respond to the video, and then I'll just forward the questions on to you, or they can respond right under the post, and we can answer them that way pretty much. And then,
perfect.
If they're interested in the next step, is that something that you're willing to take on more people and help them do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. They just need to call Todd, email him, contact him, come down to our office, and we'll sit down and we'll explain this whole thing a lot further and a lot more in depth, and find out what your comfort levels are and move on from there.
And just so people out there know, you make money at this. You actually do this for yourself. I mean, you buy houses for yourself. You buy them for other people too. This is not just.
I do both. I've got my own money in the game. I've bought and sold, I don't know how many houses of my own, and a total about 600 homes, a little over 600 homes we've done in the last few years. So
pretty sweet.
It's been busy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That is the end of the video update for the Las Vegas trustee sales. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you have questions, you can respond right below. Thank you very much for tuning in.